Hey guys, welcome along to Monday Night Rumble TV, GT4s on a Monday night. Tonight the boys are at Belle for a 40 lap enduro. Quite a few pit stops required, including one for a set of tyres. Boys are currently in their qualifying session at the moment. Ticked over just over 9 minutes of our 15-minute open session. See the times already that Glenn Boyd in the Porsche is set the early mark. So all the times are relatively close. Big G's joined us. How are you, G? A bit of a traffic jam here. Not ideal for qualifying, but I'm sure the boys will sort themselves out. Get a bit of space. Said as we can see at the moment, it's Glenn Boyd in the Porsche ahead of Henry Fenson in the McLaren, Mick Polly in the McLaren, then Jack Boyd in an Aston, Keithy Logan in the McLaren, Mosma Roz in the McLaren, and it's Lucas Baker in a Porsche. Stephen Barker first of the Mercs, closely followed by Matt Tesorio, and Namo rounds out our top 10 at the moment, also in a McLaren. Pretty good field of 24 cars. Make it for interesting 40-lap race. I don't think there's any chance of rain. Weather gods have been kind to the boys again tonight. Noah says, let's go Lucas Baker. There's Lucas out on track. There he is. He's Southern Cross Porsche T4s. My spies tell me he's been getting a fair bit of practice in, so like it's paying off for him at the moment. Just over 3 minutes left in qualifying. Lucas has decided that's enough. Jack Boyd, meanwhile, now has moved up into second. I've got a sneaking suspicion that the majority will probably try and organise maybe their first stop and potentially then run the tank dry, so they lose less time changing 4 tyres while they fill up, and then potentially another big fill at the end. But there's so many variations, G. It's 3 pit stops for fuel, so but you won't need a lot of fuel in the last stop if you run empty in the first 2 stops. But I think there's a few boys that might reverse that. I know Loshy likes to throw things around, so yeah, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. Certainly the pit stops are going to be as important, if not more important, than race pace tonight. So I think those guys that can work out their pit strategy will be in the box seat. suppose a lot of it too depends on where you are on the track. Gee, if you're being held up behind someone, it might be easier to do your pit stop early and get it out the way. I don't know. It's as I said, it's going to be an interesting night of racing. About 30 seconds left on the qualifying. Waiting for the checkered flag to come out. Still Glenn and Jack Boyd at the top. Henry Fenson into third. Big Polly in fourth. Osmoroz in fifth. Damo's up in sixth. Then Josh Woolley, Merck, first of the Mercs in seventh. Then Keithy Logan. Lucas Baker still inside that top 10. And Rob McGrath. Gosh, he's a fair way back. Yeah. Would have expected him to qualify a bit higher, but as I said, it's a 40-lap race. Anything can happen. As the boys have their quick 5-minute warm-up, I take a short break, grab myself a drink, and we'll be back for the race very, very shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Warm up is now complete. The boys will be gridding up very shortly. And get a grid up. So we've got Henry Fenson on pole. Glenn Boyd out of 2, Jack Boyd out of 3, then Michael Polly, Moz Moroz, Damien Seeger, Joshua Woolley, Keith Logan, Lucas Baker, Rob McGrath out of 10. Then it's Ben Singer, Wayne Losh, followed by Stephen Barker, Matt Tesorio, Darren Linus, Dave Gogol, Scott Baker, John Thorne, Shannon Curry, Nick Clydesdale, Ray Harrison, Campbell Hutton, Phil Paradiso, and Tony S. Glenn Hill rounds out our 25 starters. Have just noticed that a few boys are having a few issues with their internet tonight, so hopefully everybody gets away as the lights come on. Just about ready to get underway. It's like Glenn Boyd's got the jump. Jack quickly slots up into that 3rd position. Meanwhile, Moz looks to make a run through on Mick Polly as well. It's going to be a drag race between the 2 McLarens. They head down the back straight for the first time. Looks like Mick Polly will hold on to that position. Looks like everybody's made it through safe so far on the opening lap. Glenn Boyd leads them around. Jack's already looking for a way through on Henry in the McLaren. Looks like Jack's got that move done. Might have just scraped the wall, but manages to get through. Oh, we've got a couple of crashes further back. Quickly go back and have a look and see what's happened to Dave Gogol and Nick Clydesdale. They're running side by side. All just a gentle tap, and then as Dave tries to correct it, just clipped Nick again, which is I think put Nick Clydesdale back into the pits. We go back live. It's the Boyds 1-2. Senior leading from junior at the moment. Sort of starting to open a bit of a gap to the rest of the field at this stage. Jack starts to menace the back of the old man's Porsche. Keen to get through, I would imagine. I don't know that Glenn's going to be quite as easy to get past as what Henry was. Oh, Henry might have just, and Moz might have both just nudged the wall that time around. Right on board with Jack. Uses a lot of that curb. Willie get it done. No, it looks like the Porsche's got a bit of leg speed tonight. Oh, I think both Jack and Moz, or Henry, I think that was, might have just glanced the wall there, the exit. We've got 24 incidents points tonight before a drive-through, so they're going to have to try and stay off the walls as much as possible. Go back in the field and pick up on Darren Linus. Bit of a freight train at the moment. Might have been Keithy Logan that time. Tapped the wall. A bit of overtaking. Oh, looks like Nemo's had a crash. Sure what's happened here. Oh, he just outbraked himself. Oh, whoa. Tried to do the flick spin and hits the wall not once but twice. He'll be into the pits very shortly to get that repaired. Got Keithy Logan, Rob McGrath and Lucas Baker. Bit of a stoush at the moment. Oh, we've got a spinner in the background. It's Stephen Barker. Oh, started off fairly calm. Did he get a tap? Or I think he did. It's John Thorne that's turned him around. Some of the boys are not listening to the race director tonight. Getting a little bit excited. Was Rob that might have clouded the wall then. He gets into the back of Keithy Logan. We can see a few of the boys have pitted very early in the race, probably due to damage, I would say. Oh, Nick Clydesdale, looks like he's had another off. Good night for Nick so far. Oh, he's just spun that all on his own. To the wall. Oh, hold the brakes to avoid any damage. Lucas is, where is Lucas? Currently up in 5th spot. Doing very well at the moment. Looks like Rob McGrath has finally got through on Keithy Logan. Henry Fenson has now jumped into the pits. Obviously got his strategy worked out. As Lucas blocks. Oh, can't be doing that too much, Lucas. As Lucas dives into the pits now to take his pit stop. Scotty Baker just letting us know that his VR disconnected before the start. Had a few boys with some internet issues tonight. Moz currently in that 3rd spot, being hunted down by Big Polly at the moment. Jump on board with Mick. Battle of the 2 McLarens. Still such a long way to go in this race. We're only on lap 7. Already there's been a fair bit of carnage. Front runners have decided to stay out for another lap. Start lap 8. Meanwhile, looks like Rob McGrath's gone into the pit. Loshy stayed out. Got Keithy Logan just ahead of him. Boys into the pits this time around. Oh, Keithy's doing the blinks. Picks up a bit of grass. Well, she's up 6 spots at the moment. Another crash further back in the field. Glenn Hill in front. Oh, Glenn's hit the wall. Steve's come around a blind corner. Nowhere to go. Straight into the back of Glenn Hill. Never good. So unlucky there. Loshy's jumped into the pits and so is Keithy. Meanwhile, Moz has decided to stay out on his own. He's now jumped to the front. Pretty much everybody else is into the pits now. Guessing Moz will probably pit this time around. I was just trying to put in a hot lap at the moment. I'm see if he can jump a few guys. Yeah, through the pit stop. I'm not sure. I wonder if Jack Boyd has decided to take tyres on his very first stop. He was in for quite a bit of time. It looks like Henry Fenson, Ben Singer, Tony S, and Jack Boyd have all taken tyres on their first stop as Moss jumps into the pits. We pick up on Glenn, who currently leads, but didn't do a didn't do tyres. And it would appear from our timing sheet that perhaps Lucas Baker may have slightly underfueled in that stop as well. Looking down the sheets, he was around about 3.5 seconds quicker than everybody else, so he may have in fact underfueled. As Moz rejoins now back out in that third spot. Meanwhile, we've got more crashes. Oh, Campbell Hutton just got on the gas a little bit early. Not sure if that's damaged the steering or not. Meanwhile, Glenn Boyd got about nearly a 3-second lead now over Mick Polly, who's jumped up into that second spot. Race is sort of spread out a little bit now after the first round of pit stops. Rob McGrath is closed up on the back of Lucas Baker. Battle for fourth and fifth. Another crasher further back, looks like Tony S. Made a really good start, opening stint. But yeah, he's just looped it all on his own. But there's too much damage. He might be able to, get it turned. Be able to rejoin, keep racing. So we go back and watch Rob McGrath and Lucas Baker. Keithy Logan now has joined into this battle as Lucas again tries to drive that defensive line. Jack Boyd not far behind this battle. That's going to be tight. I think Rob's going to have the inside line. He does. Oh, just taps the wall on the exit. He's still there hanging around on the outside. Not the place to be for this corner. This battle is bringing Jack Boyd right back into it. Matt Tesorio and Loshi, Darren Linus are all there as well. Bit of a tight battle pack from what's that? 5th down to 10th. We jump on board the big AMG Mercedes of Rob McGrath. Slide through that turn on the concrete. We're on board with Jack. Time. Pinky Bill Keithy in front. Is the first of our drivers to have changed tyres, I believe. He looks to he's made the move now on Lucas. Meanwhile, further back, one of the other Southern Cross boys is unstuck. This is John Thorne. Saw involved in that earlier tussle with Steve Baker. He's just loop that around. Whoa. Whoa. Just to get it moving again. Meanwhile, we can see that Jack's managed to pull a gap of just over a second on Lucas and Keithy. Go back and find Darren Linus. Another McLaren driver. Currently chasing down Loshi. Meanwhile, at the front, Brent Boyd has extended that lead now out to about 4.5 seconds over Mick Polly. Moz still there in third at the moment, about a 1.5 seconds behind Mick. Then it's Rob McGrath we're looking at just a while ago. About 10 seconds off the behind Moz at this stage. Got a it looks like Loshi's had a had an off there. Not sure what happened to Loshi. Jumped into the pits, so they've got a little bit of damage. While Damo's trying to make his way back up through the field after that earlier spin. Currently in 12th. Matt Tesorio and Darren Linus are the two, and Rob McGrath are our three big movers at this stage. As it's like Jack Boyd now has closed right up onto the back of Rob. Jack's in a bit of a hurry tonight. Eight tenths quicker that time around than Rob. Or Rob going to want to put up too much resistance. Be better off jumping on the back of young Jack and getting towed along. Look at the back of the big Merc. Jack thought about it. Oh, Rob's lost. Done the right thing there and let Jack through. Just got a little bit loose and tapped the wall, which was enough incentive for Jack to make his way through. And while Matt Tesorio up 6 spots, currently in 8th, hunting down both Southern Cross boys, Lucas and E.T. Logan just ahead of him there. Henry Fenson making his way back through the field after doing that tyre stop. I can tell you Loshi has now done his tyre stop as well, which should hold him in good stead later on in the race. Henry's also set the fastest lap time stage, 135.43. We approach the halfway mark of the race. Not sure if the boys that have done 2 pit stops can actually... Be interesting to see whether they can actually make it home on one more pit stop, as Rob McGrath now jumps into the pits. Meanwhile, Jack Boyd sets the fastest lap of the race, 134.666. Jack's got the hammer down now. Baker's jumped into the pits. Like time when those that are going as far as they can on each tank are due for their second stop. Oh, Ray Harrison managed to jump up 12 spots at this stage of the race on lap 19. It's had a pretty uneventful race so far. Putting in those consistent lap times. Not always about being quick. It's staying out of trouble, the main purpose. We go back and find our leader now. 5.5 seconds. The gap now over Mick Polly. Osmeroz still around that second behind Mick at the stage. Jack Boyd reducing that gap every lap. A few more boys jump into the pits now. Ben stays out for another lap. Mick Polly into the pits. Lonely old race out front for Glenn at the moment. I don't think he'd be complaining though. He comes up on the back of traffic ahead. Oh, Damo has managed to get himself up into that 4th spot, but he still needs to pit for the second time. Just tap the wall there. Oh, it's never good. What's happened to Damo? Lost Damo. Hopefully he can get back. Over the halfway mark now. Oz again getting that extra lap out of the McLaren. Both Glenn and Jack are into the pits. Wonder if Glenn will be doing his tyres this time around. He's going to wait till the looks like Glenn's doing tyres this stop. Jack is back out on track now. Interesting, Moz is around about nearly a pit stop ahead of Jack, but of course Moz hasn't done tyres yet. And Boyd is back out on track and has done his tyres, but he's now just over 6.5 seconds behind young Jack. Stephen Barker moving out the way. Bell's having another good run tonight. Currently up in that six spots into, or effectively third, fourth, possibly third, depending on what Moz does in the pits this time around. Like a few boys have done tyres. Ben Singer's done his tyres. Lucas Baker, Keithy Logan, Darren Linus, Shannon Curry, Dave Gogol, Ray Harrison, Campbell Hutton, Bill Paradiso. They've all done their tyres this time around. Moz is now into the pits. Moz has done tyres as well. So all of our front runners, apart from Rob McGrath, hasn't done his tyres yet. Saving that for that last pit stop. So probably needs to get a bit of a shake up. Try and get ahead. You find Tony S. currently in 13, up 11 spots. Damo's just informed me that he's had a power outage. Seems like the weather gods weren't kind at all to Damo tonight. He was having a fairly good run there. Go back and find our leader, Jack Boyd. He's 7 seconds now is the margin back to Glenn Boyd. Oh, Moz has had a crash. Just had a happened to Moz. He tyres not up to temp. Inside curb, backs it into the wall, and just to get managed to do that quite well. He's dropped a spot back to Henry, but from that, not too much else damage. Lucas Baker finds himself behind the boss this time and under some real pressure from Darren Linus. Board with Darren. Lucas running that defensive line again and moves back over. Oh, took a lot of curb then, Lucas, but managed to hold on to it. Boys are currently battling it out for 10th and 11th. Just seems to be able to break away certain parts of the track. Pick up on Campbell Hutton, chasing down A. Harrison. That 16th, 17th spot. Just hear the scrape. Campbell rubs the Porsche up against the wall. We've got about 16 laps to go. Holly closed the gap right up. Hard. Right up behind Rob McGrath now. Things are pretty well settled down at this stage. Bill Paradiso, who we haven't seen much of tonight. Oops, what's happened? Not sure what that was. That one we'll go and see if we can see what happened to Phil. Oh, just managed to loop it all on his own, keeps it off the wall. Oh, bit of front driving from Mr. Paradiso. Well, but meanwhile, looks like Holly did manage to get past while we were seeing what happened to Phil. So we'll go back and have a quick look. Got the bit of a nudge. Hopefully that hasn't damaged either one of the boys, as Henry now joins in, closing up on the back of Rob. Boshi now currently down in that 14th spot, the back of Lucas Baker. Jack Boyd continues to open that gap out at the front. About 8 seconds now. A good little tussle for third, fourth and fifth. It back into the pits. Not sure if he's going to have enough fuel to make it home. Point. Tucked up behind Rob. Keen to get through and chase off after Mick, I would imagine. The big Merc is quite quick in a straight line. Meanwhile, behind these two, Moz sets his personal best lap time by 35 flat. Henry tried some different lines. Tucked right up behind the Merc this time. Pulls out of the toe. Rob has the inside line. Henry flashing the headlights. I'm not sure that that's going to do much. It's a race for position, so Rob doesn't have to give it away as Henry thinks about trying to get that move done. That's not a corner for overtaking. Henry gets the overtake done into the pits. Hope he doesn't get a penalty for that one. Just over 10 laps to go. Jack Boyd fairly comfortable out in front at this stage. It looks like Henry has now done his final pit stop. Rob McGrath has also done his final stop. Jack continues on for another lap, comes up behind Tony S, who stays over to the left to let them boys through. Polly has jumped into the pits to do his final stop, as has Matt Tesorio and Keithy Logan. Darren Linus does likewise. Yeah, pick up Henry, currently down in that spot, has done his final stop. We're just waiting on Moz. Glenn Boyd's now into the pits. Jump Moz up into that second spot. Just in to see where Glenn will come out in relation to Glenn's at pit exit now, so he's got a fair lead over both Mick Polly and Henry Fenson. Jack comes up on some slower traffic. I think that's Ray Harrison trying to get out of the way there. Does. Successfully. Tony S has latched onto the back of Jack. Got the right idea. So Jack now peels off into the pits. What Moz does this time around. Moz has done an extra lap to everyone else both previous occasions. What's he going to do this time around? Yeah, he's staying out again. Running that McLaren right on empty. Jack Boyd has done his pit stop and back out. 37 seconds pit lane time. Actually quicker through the pits than everybody else, apart from Loshi. Unless he's got his fuel calculations wrong. I think young Jack is in for a yet another win. He's picking up on the battle for 7th and 8th. At Tesorio currently in 7th. Iffy Logan tucked in behind him. Darren Linus a couple of seconds further back. As Jack Boyd now has a 10-second lead over Glenn Boyd. Moz has managed to hold on to that 3rd spot stage. Up on Shannon Curry. Had a really good run tonight, up 6 spots, currently in that 13th position. One ahead of Lucas Baker, who's trying to hunt him down over the final 5.5 laps. Tidy run from Shannon tonight. Might have just got in a little bit hot there. Oh, just taps the wall. We pick up on Jack, starting on lap 37. Dave Gogol tucked in behind Jack at the moment. Where's Dave? Currently at 15th spot. Like Mick Polly, tussle with Moz at the moment for that final spot on the podium. boys are coming up on the back of Campbell Hutton, I think. Or Moz slides it right out to the wall. Two laps to go. Stays off the curb that time around. Nick is absolutely wringing the neck. This McLaren as Moz taps the wall through that series of corners. Nick's quite a bit quicker through this section. Can he close right up again this time around? Moz a little bit cleaner this lap. As Jack Boyd, our leader, commences the final lap. Up on Jack, makes his way around for the final time. Currently got around about 10.5 second lead over Glenn Boyd. Like, Jack's managed to come out on top of the strategy. A fairly convincing drive tonight from young Jack. Takes a checkered flag. Quite convincingly in the end. So Glenn Boyd comes home for second. Waiting on the battle between Moz and Mick, and Moz wins out there, grabs that third. Mick home in fourth, and it'll be Henry Fenson. Rob McGrath should be the next to cross the line. Should be followed home by Matt Tesorio. Had a ding-dong battle for the last 10 laps or so with Dogan. Look, Matt's going to hold out Keithy, which he does. Down Linus. Tony S should be next across the line, followed by Loshi. Loshi crosses the line now in 11th. It'll be Lucas Baker just ahead of Shannon Curry. Crosses the line. Shannon. And that pretty much covers the field. Get some official results up for you in a minute. I think it's a rather convincing win to young Jack. We bring up the results. It was Jack Boyd over Glenn Boyd. Oz home in third, then Mick Polly, Henry Fenson, Rob McGrath, Matt Tesorio, Keithy Logan, Darren Linus, Tony S. Really good job. Home in 10th. And it's Wayne Losh, Lucas Baker, Shannon Curry, Ben Singer, Dave Gogol, Campbell Hutton, Steve Barker, Bill Paradiso, Page, John Thorne, Damien Seeger, Ray Harrison, Nick Clydesdale, Glenn Hill, Joshua Woolley, and Scotty Baker. That pretty much concludes our night. The tough track for a 40-lap enduro, but majority of the field did really well. Hope you enjoyed it. Be back again next Sunday night for our Club Sport Rumble, 7 p.m. Adelaide time, Sunday night, from the new Thruxton circuit. For those of you that are keen to watch the BMW M2s in action, we'll see you at 7 p.m. next Sunday night. Till then, stay safe, and we'll catch